What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda, the Twilight Princess HD. In the last episode, we made our way back through the Sacred Grove, made our way into the past, and now into the Temple of Time, or the back half of the Temple of Time. But anyway, this is our next temple of the game, called, the Temple of Time. And, Minna's gonna tell us something. Link, what do you think? There's something odd about that statue? In the grove and in the temple entry, there was always matching ones on each side, but here there's only one. Why don't you use your senses to take a look around? I don't know why I said odd like that. I was like, odd. And it was like, I don't know, it was really weird. Anyway, we turn on our senses, and it turns out there is supposed to be a statue here. I knew it. There was one more here originally. We need to find the other statue in this temple that matches this one. Yeah, so you can see there's a giant door here, which is basically like our boss door, but like, not really. And the only way to open that is to find the statue. So that's pretty much the whole premise of the temple. Not only that, you have these statues with holes in them, much like this one and the ones we saw outside. And we can pick these up, and the other ones we can't. And those holes are going to be used for something a little bit later on. But we can lay this here and erase this platform to make our way over here. And those bells are also going to be important. I mentioned that in the last episode. But this entire temple is going to be pretty much one directional. And oh, here's Uku. Not so fast. At last, this is it. This is where I've been trying to get to. The ancient technology of our people sleeps in this place. We've searched all over, and now we're so close. I can smell it. Once we find that thing, we can go home at last. Oh gracious, yes. Young man, we're so close, so please help us find what we're looking for. And we've reunited with Uku, and she'll pretty much just, do what she always does. But anyway, I actually forgot what I was saying. Oh, there's a chest we've almost forgotten. Not to worry though, just come down over here, light these two torches, and a chest is going to appear. It took a second there. But once the chest appears, you guys know what's inside, because there's a locked door up there. It's a small key. Alright, sweet. I forgot what I was talking about though, before Uku interrupted me. This temple is one direction, that's what I was talking about. So we're pretty much gonna go, like, it's pretty much one path. There's no like diverging paths, it's literally just all one path. No, there's these guys, I don't remember what these guys are called. They're just like mini spiders, pretty much all they are. 2 hits with your sword and they're done, like, it's no big deal. So anyway, we can take these pots and lay them on these things here, and it'll open up these gates. And we can open up this chest first, and that'll give us some arrows. And make sure you're ready for the rest of the temple before you head in here. Well, I mean, you have Uku, so you can get out and get back in. But once you're here, you're going to take your bow and arrow out, and because this gate was originally open when that pot wasn't there, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your bow and arrow out, shoot the pot. That gate's going to close, and this one's going to open. So you can't go back unless you use Uku now. But this temple has everything you need, and that guy scared me, to be honest. I wasn't ready for him. And these are Lizalfos now with shields and swords and tails. I think we've seen these guys already, though. They get harder in this temple, though. I think they start to have more armor on eventually at some point. Oh yeah, there's like 3 of them now. Go ahead and just stab you. It's no big deal. And you too, while we're at it. And you're dead. Alright, cool. They're all gone. Oh, and I thought that was yellow ruby for a second. This is one dimensional. It's like one path all the way to like the end, and then you have to pretty much backtrack the entire way. I mean, it's a cool concept in theory, but like, it's not like, I just don't like backtracking, so it like makes it hard on me. This is a new enemy. This is a it's appeared in other Zelda games before, but I don't remember exactly what it's called. This thing basically just follows you around and gets ready to attack you, and you have to hit it from the back. And then it starts going berserk, and then it'll blow up. You see that little diamond on its back? That's what you need to hit to take those guys out. Once you take all the enemies in this room, a chest is going to appear. Inside this chest is, I'm not actually sure, it's obviously an important item, so it's either going to be the map or the compass. And it's the dungeon map. probably, yeah, that makes sense. Because usually you get the map before you get the compass. So we can open up this chest as well and get a red ruby. And in the original game, they would not let you pick those up without, if you didn't have enough room in your wallet. Why would you throw that? Like, what? Even in your right mind would think that's okay to, like, throw that. Like, but, anyway. You wouldn't be able to pick that up, so Link would have put the ruby back if he didn't have enough room in his wallet. But in the HD version, they changed that, and so now it's no longer needed. So, I mean, not that you'll ever, like, need those rubies at some point again, but, like, you get the gist. And, you're just gonna ignore those guys. And, that gate's gonna lock once we, leave this room and everything. You may think, oh, well, this is the end. This is really short. No, this entire temple is, like, literally in this section. That little door that we saw back there at the beginning, that's, like, the entrance to the final boss. Like, once you open that door, it's a straight, like, you literally run straight ahead and there's the final boss door. It's pretty straightforward. Why are you targeting him? What? This is Zelda physics at its finest, friends. Is he targeting for, like, definitely not the wing? Anyway, oh, there's a Poe back there, by the way. Oh, and there's let's take you out. And the Poe won't come out to attack us no matter how close we get. He's just gonna sit in there until this gate opens, which we'll be able to open up later on, but it'll be closer towards the end of the temple. So you want to pretty much collect everything on your way in instead of your way out, because then you'll know what you've collected. Now, some stuff I don't believe you can collect until on your way out. In that case, you'll have to collect it on your way out of the temple. But, like, you definitely don't want to try to backtrack in here, because once I was playing through this game and I forgot about the we can't get in there, can we? No. So avoid those spinny things and come to the center. Actually, we can. We don't need to go over there. We need to go down here first, because we need 2 of those. So we'll go ahead and push this and go down. Let's see, yeah, this platform will descend. And I don't know why Link's hat, like, floats up like he's moving so incredibly fast. You want to avoid those enemies. Those are like, I think they're actually called baby. Wow. I think they're called baby skulltulas. Is like their, like, official name. It's actually a lot easier to just stand back and pick them all. I don't think we've seen these enemies before. That's really what they're called. They're called baby skulltulas. I'm fairly certain. At least that's their official name. You literally just run around and hit these guys off with your bow. And they'll drop arrows, so you don't have to worry about running out. And seeing then, like, it just about refilled my entire thing there, and the electricity is gone. So that's cool, but we can't take this little thing up the stairs because, of course, it was broken. So we'll take it up this platform the way we came in. So we'll just lay it down and then pull this back this way. But like I was saying, once I played through this game, especially the last time I played through this game, I was running through this temple and I forgot about the boss key. Like, I completely forgot about it. I made it all the way down back to the bottom, and it's like halfway through the temple. The boss key is. And so I had to traverse the entire temple again just to get the boss key. Like, it was insane. And I'm sorry, I kind of went quiet there for a second. I was, like, really focused on not getting hit by these guys. But like, I had to basically backtrack the entire temple. Like, I already had to track through it once, then I had to backtrack, like, to the beginning, and then I had to track it again, and then run on that real fast. Oh yeah, when you lay that down, run as fast as you can up to that platform and go in. This is like the only diverging pathway thing in this temple, and it's literally just one room here. Like, you go into one room here, and this is, like, literally it. It's quite simple. This chest in here also contains the boss key. Oh, not the boss key. Oh, Jesus. I'm losing my mind. It contains the small key that we need. You know, for a minute, I thought there was a chest in this room somewhere that appeared, like, on the sides. Oh, no, there is a chest that appears in here. Right there. And there's another one that appears on the other side that we can get once we collect the the item of this temple. It appears on the other side. You know, this chest as well. It's already up here, and it's just a stamp. But I think the other one contains rubies. But you have to get the item of this temple to be able to hit the pressure plates on both sides over there. And once we get the item, you guys will you'll know how it works. Or if you played this game, you already know the item and you know how it works already. But I'm really excited for the mini boss of this temple because it's another one of those mini bosses that they don't just appear once. Like after you fight them as a mini boss, they become just normal enemies in the game, which is like really cool. And I think it's a really cool concept, and I really like the way Nintendo did that. And the enemy who does appear after this point in the game for the rest of the game, but first here as a mini boss, does appear in other Zelda games. So, and that gate is blocking our path. And actually, there's a Beamo there, so we need to take that guy out. And he looks a little different than the other ones, but he acts the same way. And so we can't make it through here. Well, if you see these patterns on the floor, this is where the game wants you to stand. You don't have to stand exactly there. You can stand anywhere where you can see this giant glowing orb. Hit it with your bow and arrow, or whatever you can hit it with. Like if you don't have arrows, slingshot will work. Anything that's ranged. And then stand on this platform to shoot through the hole here. Do the same thing again. And I think we get this cutscene every single time as well. And yeah, we're going to take this Beamo out again. Alright, turn all the way around for me, buddy. And you're out of here. Thanks. And this is actually open, and so we'll go ahead and grab this chest. And inside of this is going to be the dungeon compass. But if you look on your map, I do believe it shows a chest in that other room that we were in, but it's not there yet. And actually, can you? You can soft lock yourself in here. I'm not going to do that, but I think that would be kind of funny if you soft lock yourself in there. I don't think Nintendo really thought about it. Oh, wait. Is there a claw shot target? There is. Oh, so you're not stuck. Okay. No, they did think about it. They did say that, and they were smart guys. They're smart. Anyway, here's this guy. And by the way, I was talking about these guys getting harder. He's not the mini boss. See, here's the harder ones right here. Look at their little skulls in their head. And well, it's just them. It might not be them actually. I think they're over here in the next area. Anyway, same rules apply here. Shoot those guys. Take them out. Here they are. There's an armored Lizalfos. And they can now block your shield attacks. And you can't give them a final attack. You can perform a helm splitter on them, but you can't do a final blow on them either. They're kind of difficult, and they kind of resemble the final boss. Not the final boss, but the mini boss of this temple in a way. Or they resemble him in the way he fights and how you have to go about attacking him. And they kind of prepare you for it with these guys here. And they only throw like one of them at a time at you, so... Uh-oh. See, he's not even affected by the mortal draw. Which would kill him instantly, but it doesn't work. My favorite way to go about attacking those guys is just jump attacks, which is different from how you have to go about the mini boss, and I'll explain that when we get there, which will be in this episode. We will get to that, of course. But those guys are a little easier to take out, but the game does definitely prepare you for the mini boss with those guys. So anyway, now we can head into this room, and this room has some special properties about it. First of all, you can just run through here and avoid these guys. Now the little baby Sculptulos won't necessarily go after you, but those little guys right there will. The four-legged ones that are weird looking, they'll definitely go after you. If you look here, it's a scale actually. And as soon as you go on one side, you have to even out the weight, and then the weight is now level here. And then we can go to this side, and this lowers, and then we'll have to throw one up there. And the weight's gonna stay the same, and then we have to throw the other one to get the weight, oh, almost. Get the weight back to even. 2 of these guys equal 1 to me, so Link can pick up half of his body weight with relative ease. Probably most of his body weight, to be honest. And notice these little platforms here that are kind of up in the air. Actually, you can see the claw shot target. We'll be back in this room a little later. Or on our way back, we'll be able to collect the item that we need to from up there and up there. And I believe there's a post soul. Yeah, there is a post soul up there. And there's a chest as well. But there's a door up there that we're going to need to go in. As you can see, there's 2 chests in that room. And one of them is the boss key. And I'm saying this is like halfway through this temple. And I had to backtrack all the way in here just to collect that. And oh yeah, be careful in here. Yeah, we can't do anything over there. And yeah, it's pretty much impossible not to get hit. I mean, it is possible to not get hit while you're in here, but it is really difficult. And the guys with skulls on their head, I don't believe are actually any trickier than the regular ones. I believe they fight the same. Actually, I think they're slightly weaker, to be honest, in my opinion. Okay, I don't think there's really any difference. Now there's these giant rolly things here. Avoid them. And there's also giant axes that you'll have to avoid. Hello, as well. And once we do that, we can open up this chest, get the small key, and we'll need to head into the next room. And then we can make our way there, avoiding this thing here. We can run over here, and actually we'll need to carry this guy with us. We can't throw him over, so we'll wait for this thing to come rolling back and just X around the corner real quick. I'll lay this guy down. He'll get rid of the electricity for us, and then we can make our way up this way into the final room before the boss, actually. Or the mini boss, not the boss. Shoot these guys. They will attack you, like they'll come after you. They'll like, yeah, see, they'll do that and they'll just run into you. Now you can attack them with your sword, but I find it easier just to do this. You kind of stay within close proximity and shoot them. Once we do that, this chest is going to appear. No need to check out the other guys here, but I'm going to anyway, just because it's much more practical to do that. Hold up. Why am I camera doing this? Because I'm not Z targeting. Wow, how did I even get hit by that is my question. Anyway. Oh yeah, you have to kill those guys to open the gate. Never mind, excuse me. But I don't know what this contains. It must just contain rubies or a stamp or something. Yeah, rubies, 50 rubies, but we'd probably never come back here for them anyway, so they just kind of disappear. Which is fine, I guess. But anyway, here is the chamber to the mini-boss. You can see it's like the final room and it's big and circular. And here's our mini-boss friend. It's probably one of my favorite enemies to fight in the entire game. You can see us walk forward. It's a dark, ominous room with a light shining down from the center. And there's the statue that's missing. And well, here's someone standing there. It's a huge person standing there. This is the mini boss. He's huge. He has 2 swords and a shield. This is a Dark Knight. You have to go about attacking and pretty much using all the skills you've learned from this point. Helm splitters are probably the best. Eventually, if you do enough damage, his armor's going to fall off and he's going to lose his... Wow, phase 1 is done already and he's thrown his sword at us. Now, that's the only time we ever fight this guy where a cutscene will take us away from the... Ooh, that was not good. Yeah, now you can't perform the Helm Splitter on him. But you can use a jump attack to kind of stun him. And then attack him and... Wow, he is done already. That was fast. Yeah, okay, he's gone. Anyway, we'll be seeing these guys for pretty much the rest of the game. Helm splitters and the little jumpy spin around thingy that we learned works really well against him. And oh yeah, there's a chest there that contains the item of the temple. So let's say we go pick that up. And then inside this chest is the Dominion Rod. This amazing rod can infuse ancient statues with life. And then we can bring a statue to life and move it like its master. And that was our almost final... Actually, that was our final item in the game. So we now have every single item. Well, actually, well, not technically every single item. But, like, you'll see your bar is filled. We have one more temple to go after this one. Like a main temple. Well, no, there's two, actually. Well, technically three, but it's hard to explain. Anyway, we can bring this statue to life. And it will walk and move like us, and if we press the Dominion Rod button, he can slam down his hammer. But he moves a little slower than us. And if we do roll, he does, like, actually move. And if we run into walls, he actually doesn't move. So we actually have to quit using the Dominion Rod, move closer, use the Dominion Rod again, and put him inside this bell thing that is now glowing. And once we do that, the bell will come down and basically teleport him into the next room of the bell. And that's how we'll get him back to the center of the temple. But we're going to do that in the next episode. Also, what was I talking about? Like, before I went to open the chest. It was fighting the Dark Nuts. Using the shield attack and the little jumpy spinny thingy, that thing that we learned in the first phase. And then once he throws his sword at you, by the way, from now on you will have to manually dodge that when he throws it at you. After that, you can use jump attacks to stun him and then attack him with your sword. And it should be pretty easy. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it all for this episode. So if you guys like this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. It helps the channel a lot. If you want to see more content like this, please do consider subscribing. Once again, guys, my name is Connor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.